Exterior Queen's Chamber Day, we see a close-up of the back of Toad, a paltry medieval servant, whimpering and wheezing, hunched over as he slowly hobbles forward.
Toad! Toad! Toad!
Interior Queen's Chamber Day, Toad hesitantly enters. The chamber is decorated with colorful velvet drapery and golden embellishments. A beautiful yet very sour-looking medieval queen stands in the middle of the room reading silently from a scroll. Toad cowers before her.
You useless, incomprehensibly stupid, brainless, useless imbecile. If only you had the intellect of an imbecile. When were you going to inform me of this?
She thrusts the scroll in his face.
Queen, now second fairest. They didn't even have the decency to put my name in a sentence with a verb. Why didn't you tell me this was happening? Answer me, you vile worm's buttock!
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I didn't know.
Don't lie to me, you slug. Your role is to know everything that may be of importance to me. That is why I coddle you with food and shelter. And what do I get in return? Incompetence. After all this time, you still don't understand what I need from you.
But Your Highness...
Silence!
She points at him with her finger. A spark flashes near his ear. He jumps and yelps in pain, rubbing his ear in terror. She begins to pace.
I will right this wrongdoing myself. Be off, maggot!
Toad bows his head in shame and hobbles out. Interior current day businessman's office scene. A sour-looking businessman sits behind his desk holding a small box, the type that would hold a newly purchased electronic gadget or small appliance. The box has some blue branding graphic on it.
What the hell is this?
He picks up his phone and dials.
Chris, I need to talk to you.
Within seconds, his assistant Chris, who is identical to the maiden in the new scroll picture, comes into his office.
Have you seen this?
Yes, I think so.
I'm pretty sure you were there during the meeting with Hans. Did you send in the spec afterwards?
Yes, I think so.
I don't need you to think. I need you to know. Look at this crap. I mean, how many times do we need to go over the brand placement with those jackasses? It's off by at least half a centimeter. And this blue, that's not our blue. It's off by like, what, 2 or 3 tints?
Wow. Yeah.
And the documentation is supposed to use Helvetica condensed semi-bold 9-point font. What did he do? Pick a font out of a hat?
I think that is
Did his grandmother knit this font?
in my
Forget it. I'll get on Skype and talk to Hans myself. Go away. You're useless. Don't tell HR I said that. I meant it in a good way.
Chris gives him a look and scurries out of the office and shuts the door. The businessman turns back to his computer and types in an address. He waits. Interior Queen's Chamber continuous. The Queen stands before her magic mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. I command you to speak to me.
Interior businessman's office continuous. The businessman waits for Skype to connect him with Hans. Suddenly the Queen's vexed face appears large on his screen. He blinks in confusion and stares at her for a couple of beats. Interior Queen's Chamber continuous. The Queen stares at the face of the businessman in her mirror. She furrows her brow, puts her hand under her chin as if trying to place his face. She leans in closer, studying him. The Queen's face grows larger as she leans in, making the businessman jump back in fright.
Hans?
How dare you call me Hans?
What is this? Where's Hans?
Mirror, what did you do with your face? I have to talk to you about that hideous wench, the new fairest of them all. How could you let this happen to me?
What the hell are you talking about?
You know precisely what I'm talking about.
Hey, lady. I don't know if you guys are doing costume Fridays over there or whatever, but I only have a few minutes for this meeting. I need to talk to Hans about the packaging, so...
Don't you dare speak to me in such an insolent manner. I will have you banished to the depths of the great inferno, and then I will make you impotent.
Man, this is great. What is with these Germans that friggin' sprockets? Look, I'm kind of in a time crunch here. I appreciate your commitment to your character, but could we please move along here?
If you're trying to amuse me, Jester, I am not amused. I command you to bring back the mirror spirit.
Huh. Last time somebody said that to me, we were tripping on acid in business school. That's right, I said it. I have no plans of going into politics.
You are a maggot's mucus plug.
Alright, this is bullshit. I'm signing off.
I see that you insist on playing with fire. You are a daring young warthog scrotum.
You're funny. Did you just call me young?
I called you a warthog's scrotum, which is what I will turn you into if you don't cease playing your game.
Oh, alright. You're going to turn me into a warthog's scrotum. You have magic powers, do you?
Of course I possess magical powers. I am the most powerful mistress of the dark arts in the land. That is why I am your queen.
My queen. Boy, wouldn't that be a treat. I bet you're creative, if you know what I mean. Hey, no, sorry.
Go ahead.
Hey Dan, come here. You've got to see this.
Chris comes back into his office.
Oh, hi. Sorry, Dan's gone to lunch, but I wanted to let you know I've emailed that spec again.
Ah! It is she! You are in cahoots with the ugly trollop! I should have guessed.
You know her?
Know her? She is the reason I have beckoned you.
Oh. Hey, could you excuse us? This is kind of a private meeting.
Yeah.
So, what do you know about her? I've kind of been thinking I should get rid of her. I don't know, she's kind of flaky. Do you get that too?
Ah, so she's covered in scales, is she? I'm not surprised at that. She possesses the air of a serpent about her. I think you should do away with her post-haste.
Yeah, but it's hard to find a good assistant, and training someone new is such a pain in the ass. Do you know anyone you could recommend?
Recommend a new servant? Why no, I cannot. My servant is a lazy orangutan's bile duct, and I keep him in my employ only out of the goodness of my heart.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Just plain lucky to work for decent people like us.
Precisely.
You know, that dress looks good on you. I kind of wish women dressed like that more often.
I made it myself. Out of dragonfly wings.
Oh, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, you know, this is kind of fun. What do you say we schedule another chat some same time next week? And maybe you could, sort of dress up again?
I don't think I have any royal functions to attend at this time next week. I accept.
Cool. I've got to get ready for my 1 o'clock, but I'll see you soon. My queen.
He taps the computer key and the Skype window closes. He chuckles to himself, shakes his head in amusement, and starts to whistle. Interior Queen's chamber. The Queen steps away from her mirror, grinning like a young girl. She adjusts her dress while humming a tune to herself. Toad pokes his head in the door, then meekly hobbles over to her.
Your Highness, may I humbly apologize
Oh,
for...
there you are, my bumbling little muskrat. Why don't you pour us both some wine and come join me on the veranda? It's been too long since we've had one of our nice little talks.
Interior businessman's office, same. The businessman is still whistling when Chris knocks and pokes her head in his office.
Hey, sorry to bother you again, but I was just wondering.
Oh, hey there. Have you had lunch yet? Why don't you go ahead, take an extra hour? I know your schedule's been packed lately.
Thanks.
She closes the door. The businessman keeps whistling while he starts checking email. Another knock on the door.
Yeah.
Hey, just letting everyone know to stay off the corp net till the end of the day. We've been hacked.
Hacked.
Yeah, it's weird, but it looks like the work of some notorious hacker dude. They call him Toad or Todd or something. Heard the FBI's been after him for years, but he's like totally untraceable. Almost kind of flattered that he picked our puny little company to mess with. Anyway, just letting you know.
He closes the door. The businessman stares quizzically at his computer screen. Interior Queen's chamber moments later. As Toad leaves the chamber and closes the door behind him, he looks straight at us and winks. Then he struts jauntily away.
Can I skip?